starts right now.
And the runners, they are off. What you're looking at is the start of the Rock and Roll Marathon that kicked off at 7 a.m. this morning. Thank you, Sky 12, for giving us all these looks as those different corrals go through the race this morning.
Look at them. I know the excitement of being there at that starting line and starting. We will be checking in throughout the show, so make sure to stay with us. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock in Sunday, December 3rd.
Yes, and Erica's with us this morning. Good to have you this morning, Erica.
I am glad to join you. I love hanging out with you and Sarah.
And it's a big day today because it's the Rock and Roll Marathon, the full marathon, half marathon yesterday. Congratulations to all the 10K and 5K runners. And Sarah, I've been watching Sky 12 take all of those shots for us all morning. It's exciting seeing all the runners, and a lot of them have just a light jacket on this morning.
Which is smart because they wanted to dress in layers because it's chilly out there right now, but by about noon we're already going to be in the 70s. So a beautiful day in store for us around San Antonio. We've got some of those cirrus clouds out there right now, but there is a lot more sunshine to start your Sunday than there was on Saturday. It's still chilly. It's 48 degrees at the airport, 45 at Stinson, 45 at Kelly, and 48 at GMSA Randolph. Here's the thing. We started off at 45 and we're already seeing temperatures rise into the upper 40s. So it's going to be one of those days where we'll see a high close to about 74 this afternoon. 74 degrees for the high temperature in San Antonio under mostly sunny skies. West-southwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. It'll be 77 in Del Rio, 75 in Uvalde, 75 in Canyon Lake, and 73 in Kerrville. If you like today's weather, good news. It's going to last through most of next week. Those details on the cool mornings and comfortable afternoons coming up.
Sarah, thank you. So fighting has resumed in Israel-Hamas war as a week-long ceasefire, and the death tolls continue to rise as a result. The end of the ceasefire comes after Hamas freed over 100 and more than 200 people its militants took hostage during the October 7th attack on Israel. I'm going to ask our producer, are we going to, where are we in the show, guys? Which is where? 1 second. We're sorry to our viewers. We're having a bit of technical difficulties here.
It's going to be a busy week at the Cadena Reeves Justice Center as many judges are trying to squeeze last-minute hearings and trials before the holidays. In the 227th District Court, Amanda Montoya will be back after the punishment phase of her trial ended in a mistrial. Montoya was originally charged with the 2016 murder of her boyfriend, Cesar Gallegos. A little over a week ago, she was found not guilty on that murder charge, but guilty of the charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon instead. The jury couldn't decide on a sentence, so the trial ended. The court tomorrow will decide if another jury will be brought in this week to start the punishment phase over again. Montoya is facing 5 to 99 years in prison. A murder trial is also expected to get underway this week. Quentin Phillips is one of 3 men charged in the 2017 deadly drive-by shooting that killed 4-year-old DeIrvion Whitley. Phillips on Friday rejected a 40-year plea deal by the district attorney's office. 437 District Court Judge Joel Perez then ordered a trial to begin this Tuesday. Phillips is the first of the co-defendants charged in this case to go on trial. He's facing up to life in prison if he is found guilty.
Okay, now we're about to head out to the Rock and Roll Marathon. We're an hour into the race, which kicked off at 7 a.m., starting in downtown. I bet you the runners are closer to the Broadway area near Alamo Heights at this time because they're going to be ending. Then they go, of course, to the southeast side and then back to downtown.
Now, it said over 1,000 runners are there right now. So is our Daniela Ibarra. She's out there. Daniela, how is it?
And Daniela, where are you along the race route?
We're along Canton and Broadway, so the station's a little bit about half a mile behind me, but the energy's good. I'm not sure if you can hear the music. You know, the runners, this is pretty early on in the race. You hear them cheering on right here, running, pumped up still because we're in the first 2-3 miles of the race. See a couple people looking tired, not too many though. It's really the adrenaline that is keeping people going. We've seen a couple of people on the sideline here supporting the runners. We saw one of them actually give them a hug and stop and talk to them because, Eric, I know you mentioned this, you've run a marathon. This is something a lot of people have trained for weeks. And we actually talked to one of the runners earlier today who talked about the preparation it took to actually run today's race.
My algorithms are all about marathons now, so I see people busting in tears when they finish the marathon, and I can't wait to have that feeling.
Yeah, and it's going to take, from this part of the race where we're at, it's going to take another 20 or so miles for them to get that feeling, to cross that finish line. But of course, we're going to stay here. We're going to talk to some runners, hopefully, and talk to some people supporting the runners here. But I'll send it back to you for right now.
Thank you so much, Daniela. We're going to be checking in with her throughout the morning. Changing gears here, fighting has resumed in Israel-Hamas war after a week-long ceasefire, and the death tolls, they just continue to rise as a result.
Now, the end of the ceasefire comes after Hamas freed over 100 or more than 200 people its militants took hostage during the October 7th surprise attack on Israel. ABC's Allison Kosick has the latest developments.
In Tel Aviv, hundreds of demonstrators gathered on Saturday at the first anti-government protest held since the October 7th attack. Protesters looking to put pressure on the Israeli government to make freeing the remaining hostages a top priority. This follows the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas ending Friday after talks to extend the week-long truce fell apart, Israel launching airstrikes moments after. The Hamas-run health ministry says at least 200 people have been killed and 650 plus wounded in the past few days alone. Hamas also targeting southern Israel, releasing video showing militants launching drones, both sides blaming each other for the renewed fighting. And now many questioning the fate of more than 130 hostages still being held by Hamas, including 8 Americans. In Gaza, the UN says about 1.8 million people have been displaced, many hospitals overrun.
We cannot see more children with the wounds of war, with the burns, with the shrapnel littering their body, with the broken bones.
In Dubai for the United Nations Climate Change Conference, Vice President Kamala Harris joining world leaders to discuss what Gaza will look like once the fighting stops.
We all want this conflict to end as soon as possible, and to ensure Israel's security and ensure security for the Palestinian people. We must accelerate efforts to build an enduring peace.
The vice president reiterating as Israel resumes fighting, they must be intentional and limit as many civilian casualties as possible. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Officials in the Philippines say a 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck the southern Philippine coast, causing a tsunami warning. The quake struck yesterday, forcing many people to evacuate their homes. Tsunami waves were expected to hit, but the warning was later dismissed. Right now, there are no reports on major damage or deaths since that quake.
A man suspected of killing 4 homeless people in Los Angeles County has been arrested. 33-year-old Jared Powell was taken into custody after investigators say they have evidence linking him to the murders. Police say they were able to find that information with the help of cameras around the city and cooperation between city departments. Authorities say they are still trying to determine a motive for the killings.
Authorities in Stewart County, Tennessee, say they've uncovered the largest marijuana growing operation in the county's history. Just take a look on your screen right there. It followed a 3-week investigation, which included gathering information from neighbors and traffic stops. Law enforcement found about 2,000 marijuana plants, elaborate growing and water systems on timers, and a large amount of possible toxic chemicals. Authorities have arrested 1 suspect.
50 major oil and gas companies have pledged to dramatically cut their methane emissions by the end of the decade. Among the companies that announced they will reduce their methane emissions by around 80 to 90% include ExxonMobil and Saudi Arabia's Aramco. The EPA estimates new policies by the Environmental Protection Agency will stop about 58 million tons of methane from escaping into the atmosphere during that period.
It's 8:09 at 48 degrees.
Before we go to break, a lot more to come with our rock and roll running series coverage, the half marathon and marathon taking place now.
Very exciting time for all of these runners. They were released kind of in groups and corrals. Thousands of runners taking over the downtown area to Broadway, to the southeast side. Now, there is a time limit for those running the marathon. For the half, it's 4 hours. For the full marathon, it's 7 hours. Those times are subject to change. Also, a lot of road closures happening in the downtown, the southeast side areas. We have all that information on KSAT.com. Our Daniela Ibarra will give us live updates when we come back.
Welcome back. We are cheering on the runners this morning for the Rock and Roll Marathon.
Yeah, we have some of our very own runners.
Yes,
Stephanie Serna
and photographer Misael Gomez. So good luck to them. I know they're out there right now.
Doing their best. Okay, so from training to connecting with the community, this is the moment. Over 1,000 runners have been looking forward to all year long. Our Daniela Ibarra. Okay, she is at St. Mary's and Jones, which is right by the San Antonio Art Museum, right by our station.
Now, Daniela, how's the crowd feeling right now?
Erica, they're pretty pumped up, and I gotta tell you, we just caught the lull of that last corral, so let me show you where they're going. This is around the 2 to 3 mile mark, so we've seen a couple of people, still pumped up because it's still early on in the race. A couple people, you can kind of tell they're a little tired, but we've had a lot of people here standing on the side, cheering on their runners and some of the walkers. We actually had a man who was walking by. He was carrying an American flag with him. So, I saw a couple of people carrying posters with people's faces on them. So a lot of people have different people on their minds when they're running or walking these 26.2 miles, or if they're doing the half marathon, 13.1. And actually, we got a group of runners right here coming around. If you want to turn over here, Alexis. See, they're still pumped up. It's still early on in the race, but, we're just kind of catching the waves as they come by. So I'll send it back to you for right now.
Of course, it's a lull when we right when we needed to see it, right?
It works, obviously.
Daniela, go over to that water station and just start handing out waters. That should be your next live shot.
But yeah, guys, we have got great weather today and for the week ahead. I mean, did you catch last night's sunset too?
It was so beautiful.
Beautiful. Cotton candy skies. Here's a look at the sunset last night. This picture sent in us through a KSAT Connect user. That's 2 nights in a row where we have had absolutely beautiful sunsets. Sunset happens around 5:30. We'll see if we can make it 3 nights in a row. But those nice sunsets, courtesy of the clouds that are out there right now. Those high thin cirrus clouds are out there, and you can see those in south central Texas here. Honestly, that's about it for Texas. We're not seeing any rain. We're not seeing any kind of precipitation. Get a wider view across the nation, and we do have some rainfall for areas in Pennsylvania and across parts of the Atlantic states there. Some snow at the Great Lakes, some lake effect snow, and over the Rockies. It is interesting to look at temperatures this morning because here in San Antonio it's 48 degrees, but you look out to the east, it's actually colder in San Antonio than it is in New York this morning and in Washington, D.C. We're continuing to get that cool air in from the north here, and a very weak front moved through earlier this morning. Guess what? We've got another weak front on the way. This one will be arriving on Monday, and it's not really going to allow for us to get too much cooler, but what it is going to do is allow for the dry air to stay in place all week long, so that means cool mornings and nice afternoons. Tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning will start off in the upper 40s, near 50 degrees, with afternoon highs right near 70. Beautiful weather to get some work done outside if you need to get some work done outside. We do not anticipate any rain in the week ahead. So we're starting off with one of those cool mornings, 36 in Kerrville, but it even dipped below freezing up near Junction this morning. I do not anticipate a freeze in San Antonio for quite some time, and in fact, we're behind schedule. Our average first freeze is by the end of November, and it's just not going to happen for us this week. 35 in Hondo, 42 in Del Rio, 50 in New Braunfels. Temperatures already on the rise from where they were just an hour ago, but it's still 39 in Bernie and in 38 in Bandera. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, we've got mostly cloudy skies right now, but those skies will be clearing and temperatures quickly rising. By noon, we're going to be at 70 degrees, so nearly a 30-degree temperature jump today. Mostly sunny this afternoon and 74 for the high. Winds are going to pick up a little bit from the southwest at about 5 to 15 miles per hour this afternoon. In your neighborhoods, it's going to be 75 in Bandera, 73 in Bulverde, 75 in New Braunfels, 75 Port SA, 75 Sabinal, 73 in Kerrville. The nice rain comes at the cost, the nice weather comes at the cost of rain. We do not anticipate any rain in the week ahead. Since November 1st, we've had a little bit more than an inch of rainfall, which is almost an inch of deficit of rain, but it's really stark when you look at the year. So far this year, we've had almost 19 inches of rain, but that is nearly a foot below the average for the year. So we are likely going to end this year without the average amount of rain, but hey, at least we get some very nice weather in the week ahead. Cool mornings, comfortable afternoons, mix of sun and clouds too out there. So a little bit of something for everybody.
I think it's perfect running weather.
I think it is. I think it's perfect getting the yard work done. What did we call it earlier? Yardio. Get your workout and work on your yard. Get that yardio in.
Love that. And of course, we have lows on the pollen count as well.
Absolutely. I'll have that pollen count coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Sarah. It is 8:19. I'm going back in time and 49 degrees.
Still ahead, a look at some events and things to do for the holidays around the Alamo City.
And North Central Baptist Hospital celebrated the holiday season with their 18th annual Winter Fest. Coming up next, some sights and sounds from the event. Before we head to break, let's take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 888, Fireball 5, Daily 4, 3159, Fireball 6.
The cash 5, 22, 23, 29, 31, 32, and your Lotto Texas lottery numbers 12, 19, 23, 46, 47, and 54.
Powerball 28, 35, 41, 47, 60, Powerball 3, Power Play 2. Good luck.
North Central Baptist Hospital got into the holiday spirit with their 18th annual Winter Fest. They had live reindeer, their own Grinch, and Mr. and Mrs. Claus themselves arriving in style in a hot rod. This event was created to bring hope and happiness to visitors, but also to educate the public about health, which one Baptist hospital director tells us is the main reason they've hosted the festival for 18 years.
Well, we think it's important that, we celebrate the holiday season, but at the same time, if we can also celebrate health and how to stay healthy, that's really what we want to do.
Winterfest brought in 50,000 pounds of snow for everyone to enjoy as they learn how to care for themselves this holiday season.
And looking ahead at some holiday events happening around the city on December 9th, the San Antonio River Authority hosting a free event that includes thousands of pounds of snow. It's going to be available from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Lock and Dam near the bridge on Brooklyn Avenue. There will also be snow slides for adults and children, not just for children, because us adults need to get outside and play, especially those that never see snow, along with other Christmas activities.
And San Antonio movie theaters are offering classic holiday movies this month, starting with the Alamo Draft House locations at Park North and Stone Oak. They'll be showing Elf, Polar Express, and more. Regal will also be showing Christmas movies. To find out more about the locations, head to KSAT.com.
Taking a look outside with live cam. What a beautiful day for all of those runners in the rock and roll marathon and half marathon. The sun is out, 49 degrees. Sarah Spivey is going to have our pollen count when we come back, along with our forecast.
Now here's a look at that race route for the full marathon. As you can see, it's all around downtown San Antonio as well as into the east side.
Yeah, it starts downtown near Hemisphere and then it makes its way on the back roads, not on Broadway, but on the back roads, Avenue A, through Brackenridge, almost to the Terrell Hills area by the San Antonio Country Club. And then it goes down to the east side along I-10 and then back ending the downtown area. They have 7 hours to complete this. There is a cutoff time. That again is the route you're looking at for the full marathon that kicked off at 7 a.m. We're going to have more coverage with this when we come back.
Good Sunday morning. I'm Erica Hernandez.
I'm Sarah Costa. It's Sunday, December 3rd, and happy rock and roll marathon kicked off at 7 a.m. The full marathon and half marathon. So if you are visiting San Antonio, welcome. I know there's a lot of visitors right now in the downtown area. And Sarah, what beautiful weather these runners have and spectators have.
We're calling it Chamber of Commerce weather because it's the kind of weather that you brag about around San Antonio in the winter. Cool mornings, comfortable afternoons. Hey, in the pollen count too, it's status quo. So this was very similar to yesterday's pollen count. Molds are low and dreaded mountain cedar is also low today. No real change in the pollen count. As we take a look outside right now, a lot more sun this morning than how we started the day yesterday. We do have those high, thin, wispy cirrus clouds. It's 48 degrees at the airport, 39 in Bandera, 37 in Kerrville, so in the 30s in the higher elevations there in the hill country, 45 in Hondo, 49 in Pleasanton, and 44 in Seguin. Maybe you want to wrap up that Christmas decorating outdoors. Well, today's going to be a great day for that. Cool at 10 at 62, becoming sunny around noon. 70 degrees, 74 for the afternoon high, and today we'll have west-southwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. In the forecast ahead, Chamber of Commerce weather, as I mentioned today and this week, cool mornings, comfortable afternoons near 70 degrees, and then finally, unfortunately, we need rain, but what was looking like a potential for rain over next weekend, that forecast is trending drier. We'll have those details coming up. Sarah, Erica.
Sarah, thank you. We now know the name of the driver involved in a crash that sent a San Antonio police officer to the hospital. SAPD says 60-year-old Trinidad Huerta rear-ended a police officer who was responding to a burglary call. Huerta was arrested at the scene and is now charged with DWI. That crash happened sometime around 9 Friday night near the intersection of South Presa and Southeast Military Drive. SAPD says the officer who was injured in the crash is expected to recover. San Antonio police are warning drivers to plan for a sober ride this holiday season.
And another SAPD officer hospitalized in a separate crash, also involving a driver being arrested for DWI. This happened on Babcock near Prue Road early Saturday morning. According to SAPD, a woman driving a Mercedes was pulling out of a bar parking lot. Officers say the woman failed to yield while turning left and hit an officer's vehicle. She was arrested on suspicion of DWI. The injured officer is expected to be okay.
And animals had to be rescued from a house fire on the northeast side that happened yesterday. Take a look. The fire happened at a home on Woodcrest Drive, not far from New Braunfels Avenue. The San Antonio Fire Department says the fire started in the back of the house. You can see that large tortoise being carried out. So firefighters had to rescue several animals, including those reptiles like you just saw on your screen. An ACS spokesperson tells us they rescued 5 dogs, a large tortoise, and an iguana from inside the home. Unfortunately, several birds did die in this fire. Neighbors told firefighters that there were possibly more animals inside the home.
We had a report of 2 tortoises in there. We were able to find one, and it's alive. And then we had a report of a coyote possibly also in there, which we did not.
ACS also confirmed that the homeowners were legally allowed to own that many dogs and reptiles. The people who live there were not home at the time when that fire broke out. No word on exactly what caused it. And someone stealing packages off a porch of a family on the city's northwest side. It was all caught on camera.
Now, police say this is far from being the only package theft this holiday season. Our Avery Everett shows us how SAPD is warning that porch pirates are active across our city.
I love San Antonio. It just feels like, you know, he's got to be on guard.
A neighborhood now on watch.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
After what should have been just another Amazon delivery.
There were 2 packages.
Has the Rodriguez family seeking answers about their stolen goods.
It was so quick. Everything happened like boom.
This theft all caught on camera. The Rodriguez family has a Ring camera, and they captured it all on video. They sent this over to the San Antonio Police Department, and police say using videos like this can help find patterns of porch pirates all across our city.
We may not get the package back, but it does kind of set up a pattern.
SAPD says it's expecting an increase in package thefts ahead of the holiday season. With Black Friday and Cyber Monday gifts starting to arrive, officers are warning San Antonio to be alert.
That's a crime of opportunity, and there are people that are ready and willing to take that opportunity right now.
Tracking a package, asking a neighbor to get your mail, or using secure drop-off locations are all top recommendations. But for the Rodriguez family, it took just 25 minutes for this theft.
I just literally went there, came right back home, and then that's it.
Security camera footage shows at 3:41 p.m. on November 27th. A delivery driver dropped off those packages. 15 minutes later, at 3:57, this woman walks up, grabs those items, and runs to her car. driving off soon after. 5 minutes later at 4:05, Rodriguez returned home.
You never know.
The Rodriguez family reported this theft to SAPD.
It could have been somebody's medication, life-threatening, They need that, so you just got to put a stop to that.
And now the search is on for what happened in this Northwest Side neighborhood.
It can happen to anybody.
One of those recommendations for preventing package thefts is using a secure drop-off location. SAPD recommends for your Amazon packages using one of these drop-off spots right behind me. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
We are almost 2 hours into the Rock and Roll Marathon, and thousands are out there right now. We have been having a great time cheering from the newsroom.
Yeah, from the newsroom. And actually, the route goes right behind us on Jones, right by the San Antonio Art Museum. And we can actually walk out, and behind our parking lot, we can see those waves of runners coming. And it's been awesome talking to our Danielle Ibarra, who's been live inside all the action. Now, Danielle, I know you moved locations. You're further down the route as the race has gone on for 2 hours. Now, you're near Nolan, right by 37 in Austin, correct?
Yeah, you're watching runners come around the 10-mile marker here. A lot of them look a little tired, but, they're almost halfway there. And right now we're here with Angela Bills. And Angela, who are you rooting for today?
I'm rooting for Charles Bills.
How long has he been prepping? First of all, who is he?
He is my husband.
Okay, and you guys just got married?
We did in 2022, yes.
Awesome. And so what has prep been like for him over the past couple of months?
Well, he's been running every morning, trying to build up his stamina and being able to eat healthy and drink plenty of water and things like that. So it's just been prepping every morning, running evening in the morning time as well. And so just constantly building each mile up and so that he can be able to keep his endurance up. So
what is he hoping to get for his mileage?
Well, the last time he said he did it in about 5, so he's hoping to be able to get it in, get the whole marathon under 5 hours. So right now he's on pace at 4:47, so he's going to hit his mark.
That's awesome. And so you have your son right here. So what does it say, and what do you hope he thinks when he sees it?
Well, Fit to Lead is his business, and basically is a business that helps him to be able to help other people to start learning how to lead themselves mentally, physically, emotionally, and be able to eat healthy so that they can do the things that they need to do in society and in their businesses. And so I'm hoping that as he sees the sign, it's going to encourage him to continue to push toward his business so that he can help other people be able to accomplish these goals, such as running marathons and whatever it is that they desire to do in life.
How's it going to feel when you finally see him come right here at the 10-mile mark?
I'm going to be so excited because he doesn't know I'm going to be standing here. So I think his face is just going to light up, and hopefully it'll encourage him to continue the long haul.
And I know you've been checking your phone, so how close is he to getting here?
He gets here at like 8:49 right now.
Okay, so we got about 10 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. So I'm excited to see him come across.
Awesome. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for him. And so we're going to continue to talk to people here along the race, and we'll send it back to you for right now.
Making great time out there at the 10-mile mark. I know our photojournalist, Misael, he's at mile 7.
Yeah, he just sent me a photo of him in front of the mile marker. And
it's near Brackenridge, by the way.
Good luck to all of them. I know this is exciting time, and the weather is perfect, so it's great running weather.
Thank you, Daniela, so much for your coverage. All right, with Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, it's time to light up the holidays, and you don't even have to do it Clark Griswold style to bring cheer to your neighborhood.
Before you get out the ladder and the extension cords, 12 on Your Side's Marilyn Moritz has the tips and tech to help you get the job done safely.
The Sernatingers are getting ready to turn their home into a winter wonderland.
In our house, this is definitely one of our most favorite seasons. To decorate and put up lights has kind of become a family tradition.
'Tis the season for lots of lights and, unfortunately, fires.
December is a leading month for home fires, and fires involving Christmas trees and decorations can be especially damaging and deadly. So it's important to always make sure you have working smoke detectors.
Consumer Reports recommends this first alert 3120B or this Kid-A P12010. But before you even start, inspect all of your lights, extension cords, and plugs to be sure they're in good shape. Only use outdoor extension cords and decorations outside and indoor ones inside. Never overload your outlets. That can start a fire. And always unplug your holiday lights before leaving home or going to bed.
The simplest way to control your holiday lights is honestly with a smart plug. They're affordable, they work with popular home assistants like Alexa and Google Home.
Alexa, Lights on.
And they're really simple to set up to turn on and off at your specific sunrise and sunset times.
Some smart plugs even offer safety alerts and monitor energy use. For outdoor lighting, choose a smart plug specifically rated for outdoors, like this one from Amazon Basics for about $24. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
The time now is 8:40 and it is 50 degrees out there.
Great running weather. We're going to take a look at Sky 12. Sky 12, thank you so much for getting all these great shots for us throughout the morning. What you're looking at is shots of runners doing the rock and roll marathon. I mean, shout out to them. It started at 7 a.m., starting the downtown area, going up through Brackenridge near Terrell Hills, going through Fort Sam,
That's
and
right.
then heading down to the southeast side, ending up back downtown. Thousands of people are running in this race. We know we have thousands of spectators, a lot of visitors to the Alamo City. Welcome, everybody. And also, like Sarah Spivey's been saying, Chamber of Commerce weather, perfect weather for the rock and roll marathon and half marathon happening today. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We now have a live look with live cam. Like Sarah just said, beautiful weather out there. We'll have more, and Sarah will have that forecast coming up.
Welcome back. It's all about rock and roll this morning as the rock and roll marathon and half marathon kicked off at 7 a.m. in the downtown area.
Yeah, since 1998, Rock and Roll Marathon has been bringing the love of music and fitness together to create a block party atmosphere to participants and spectators.
Thousands of people in our area. One person that's been having fun this morning, our Daniela Ibarra, who's been out there all morning checking in. Okay, so Daniela, we're about in the 2-hour mark. Runners are hitting anywhere for the average from the people that are runners that we have out there, anywhere from mile 7 to 10.
10, yes.
So Daniela, you're near mile 10 on Nolan, correct?
Yeah, we are, and we're not hearing any music out here, just kind of the pitter-patter of people running around. And so we have two people here who are watching their runners. We have Clint and Andrea. So, Clint, how close is the first runner that you're watching, and who is it?
His name is, we call him Little E. His name is Evan Jasper, and I think he's at mile marker number 12 or 13 right now. Okay. Yeah, we saw him come through a few moments ago.
What was that moment like for you?
It was exhilarating. Yeah, I don't think he knew that we were here. We tried to get his attention, but he didn't even see us. But it was great, yeah.
And so are you guys from San Antonio?
No, we actually made the drive in from Houston day before yesterday, and we're staying here in town till tomorrow for this event. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you have someone else that you're watching, right?
Yeah, so my lifelong friend, Bob Jasper, and our best man at our wedding 15 years ago, it'll be coming through here in about the next 15, 20 minutes. Yeah.
What's that moment going to be like for you?
It'll be awesome. I'm going to go up there and give him a high five. Hopefully he knows who I am.
This is both of their first half marathons, and so to be able to cheer on this life event for them, it's so wonderful.
What's it like for you sitting here and watching everyone?
I've done it before, and being in those shoes and just watching all these athletes, knowing what's gone into all this effort to make it here today. That's really exciting and exhilarating to see them living out their dreams.
Kind of brings back memories for you.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, mile 10, I didn't like this one, so I'm going to cheer those on to get through.
Perfect. And so how much closer are they?
We're at mile 8. Yep, I'm tracking them right here. So we're right kind of coming up on mile 8.5, 9, and we'll be here at mile 10.
That'll be so exciting. Well, thank you all so much, and hopefully they have a good pace and finish out the race strong. Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. We'll send it back to you for right now.
That is so awesome. Like the fact that when you're running to have people
It
there.
really is.
I love that
it gets you through.
The best man.
I love it.
You know, not continuing to be the best man, not just after the wedding, but their big life events.
Oh yeah, and I can say for somebody who's run this before, having those people, especially 10, when you know you're starting to struggle, it's a mental game. Having somebody cheer you on is just amazing.
And Sarah, they were from Houston. I know we have lots of people visiting San Antonio. Welcome for those that are watching.
Welcome everybody to San Antonio. Here's some really awesome weather for you to close out the weekend. It is chilly though this morning with temperatures in the 30s and 40s in the hill country. Higher elevations still in the 30s, 38 degrees in Kerrville, 45 in Hondo, 42 Del Rio, 50 in New Braunfels. Good morning in Carrizo Springs where it's 54. A little bit closer to San Antonio, you can see that we're starting to get out of the 30s in the hill country. It's now 43 in Boerne, 55 already in the 50s in Castroville. 45 Port SA, 47 in Gonzales, and 50 in New Braunfels. For the remainder of the day today, it's all about that quick warming trend. We're going to be already up to 70 degrees by noon. So talk about a temperature jump. This afternoon, 74 degrees, so nearly a 30-degree temperature jump from the start of the day to the afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, and then this evening, temperatures will fall into the 50s after sunset. In your neighborhoods, it's going to be 75 in Uvalde, 73 in Kerrville, 75 Canyon Lake, 77 in Pleasanton, staying in the 60s in Rock Springs, and 77 in Del Rio. One thing I will mention is that the winds are going to pick up and turn to the southwest this afternoon. We'll have a few gusts up to 20 miles per hour possible from the southwest. So just a little bit of a breeze this afternoon for us. Otherwise, it is very quiet across the state of Texas. We do not anticipate much in the way of rain across the state of Texas, not only today, but across the week. It's going to be fairly dry. Different story up in the Great Lakes. Take a look at that. Lake effect snow this morning for areas around the Great Lakes. Meanwhile, we've got cooler air working its way in from the north. Take a look at temperatures this morning across the nation. You can clearly see that there's a warm sector. In fact, here in San Antonio, as I've been mentioning, it's colder than in DC and in New York this morning because we're getting all that cooler air filtering in from the north. There's another front that's expected to arrive tomorrow. This is going to be a fairly weak front, not that cold Arctic blast of air, but instead what we'll see is dry air moving in place and staying for the week. Take a look at the humidity forecast. Very dry today, very dry tomorrow, dry on Tuesday and Wednesday, a little bit noticeably muggy by Thursday, but still a very nice week for us with that dry air in place. That means cool mornings, comfortable afternoons. Dry air is a perfect recipe for both cooling down the air quickly and warming up the air quickly. That's why we're seeing these 25 to 30 degree temperature jumps from the morning into the afternoon. So dress in layers. Staying dry this week. Rain across the nation will focus mainly on the Pacific Northwest and areas east of the Mississippi. Otherwise, it is going to be a beautiful week. We need rain, we do, but it is okay. We're going to be having nice, as we've been saying, Chamber of Commerce weather for the next several days. We'll be back with more news and a last look at the pollen count coming up after the break.
All right, well, we are at mile 10 of the Rock and Roll Marathon. For those people running the half marathon, they just have a little bit over 3 miles to go. And then for those running the full marathon, they still have quite a ways to go. This is mile 10. We've seen people still trying to get any bit of energy that they have to power through. We've seen a couple of tired people, but of course, this is something that a lot of people have been prepping for months. A lot of cheering that you can hear in the background. A lot of people rooting on the people that they love. And you can see a couple of people waving here at the camera. So we're wrapping everything up here, but we're going to head to the finish line to talk to a couple of people who have finished the marathon and the half marathon to see how they're feeling after running so much. So I'll send it back to you guys.
I wonder if they knew they were on live TV.
Some of them were waving. Yeah.
Awesome.
Speaking of live TV, this is our photojournalist, Misael. There's Stephanie Cerna. She is rocking those pigtails and running the race.
Yeah, both of them are running the full marathon. I know.
No, just half. They're both running the half.
Okay,
yes.
got it.
They tried to run the full, but at last minute they decided.
And where are they now?
Misael, a little while ago, texted me he was just passing mile 7, so he should actually be making that mile 10 route pretty soon.
And Steph usually around the same pace.
Yes.
Oh, great job, guys. We're so proud of you, so proud of all the runners out there. And Sarah, they've had perfect weather.
Perfect weather and not too bad in the pollen count, too. Molds are low and mountain cedar is low as well. All of those visitors from out of town not having to deal with too bad of mountain cedar. As we know, mountain cedar is kind of the bane of people's existence this time of year. Cold mornings in the week ahead in the 40s, afternoons near 70 degrees. Man, I just can't complain about this weather. I know we need rain, but it's hard to complain when it looks this good outside.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah. Yeah. Thank you, Erica, for joining us
I love
today.
hanging out with you ladies.
Hey, and just good luck to all those runners and welcome all the visitors. Please enjoy San Antonio while you're here.
And go Spurs go. Why not? Let's get out of that losing streak.
Yes, have a good Sunday.